Okay, we're coming back. You're hoping for a that guy situation? Nah, that many people. I mean, I thought I was going to get one guide when the PlayStation demo dropped. But then it was up. Oh, it's going to... Why do you need to know? Who's paying you for this information?
Overlord and just
no, dude.
Easy money, IEE.
Your prediction difference versus my luck difference, that's a battle I'm willing to go down with. It is out now, yeah. All right, hold on. I'm going to pull up the built-in Windows performance stuff. I like using that for my FPS lately. I want... What do I want? I want the Sony buttons. Right? I think. Just enable voice chat all the time. Fuck it, we're going for it. We're going for it, man. I have not updated my GPU drivers recently. I'll probably be doing duos with chat soon, Amatsu, yeah. All right. We are currently at... All right, I'm not going to say that the FPS is very high, but it's probably higher than the PlayStation 5. Upscaling mode. Performance. I can tell no difference between high and low here. I can tell literally no difference here. I can kind of hear the GPU, but not by much. Okay, grass tree quality needs to stay on. VRAM is actually not maxed out. Do we dare? Huh. Go all in first? No. No. I want to... Because there are certain things I know no matter what. All right, hold on. All right, hold on. No wonder. Frame rate. I just want you up to 120. That's all I want. PC beta's up. Why are you always late? I think I can get this thing to 120. Okay, all right, hold on. This screen, I'm at 106 FPS. That's pretty good. GPU card, I'm using a 4070. Is the room getting hotter? I am in a nearly 800 square foot basement. 170 right here. Not that I expected any different.
Thanks. This is serious.
Where's the beard? There's hairstyle. Man, you got a lot of options here, huh? Facial hair, there we go. There's a lot of nice beards. Like, really nice. Yeah, I mean, the hair in general is, like, extremely good. I mean, it's about as good as, I guess, Dragon's Dogma 2. I don't know. The hair they kind of give him, I want it to have, like, a little more texture, but not... This is kind of like Griffith. Can't go with that one. This looks very caveman-like. I promise you they made 0 balance changes in the patch. There's no time. They make my cat look like Pikachu? Why would I take that away from you? When are we gonna get the hairless cat? Probably be a mod for that. I'm rich? A 4070? It's not that expensive. I'm probably gonna get a 5080 for launch, but I don't know, we'll see. I mean, this will determine whether I feel like I need it or not.
Let's do this.
It's crapping its pants a little bit. So without mega fine tuning, this is around 120 FPS.
Over here.
Between 100. It says average is 130, but I don't believe that.
Your reputation precedes you, Hunter.
Cutscenes are over
I trust you
120.
know what I've called you here to discuss.
Yes, sir. The Forbidden Lands?
Indeed. But more precisely about the boy we rescued.
That's all I care about. All I care about is 120. Why are you guys saying that? Are we dropping frames? It looks fine. We have 0 drop frames.
Completely uninhabited. Any remnants of its ancient civilization rest solely in historical record. Now imagine our surprise to have discovered this boy. He claimed to be part of a clan, the Keepers. He said they have a village in a land we thought
You've seen smoother
uninhabited
NES
for
games.
ages.
Now you're
A
the
few
one
years
coping
have
now.
passed, But the Academy
No,
has
computers-
remained skeptical.
This
I'm gonna
village,
walk up to the computer
Is there evidence it exists?
and I'm gonna listen to it.
Nothing absolute, but the mysterious composition of the boy's pendant suggests it might. And as for how we came to rescue the boy,
Sir?
it seems a certain monster had forced him to flee. It attacked his village, and he escaped alone. Unfortunately, the underground tunnel he used to make his escape collapsed. We found him, took him in, and here we are.
Do we know the status of the village?
Unknown.
I mean, both fans are clearly on.
Unknown. However, the scholars hypothesize that it may be a monster, which we thought to have perished.
But it's not. The computer I built wasn't going to be a loud one anyways.
Extinct species.
They're calling it the White Wraith. The guild has authorized the rescue of the Keepers and an investigation into
He looks like a
this monster.
hobo? Don't. He's the hero.
You as a lead hunter for this expedition.
Thank you, sir.
finding
You're the hero too.
won't be easy. You'll need the proper guide. Speaking of which, I have an extra
I might just
for
skip
you.
this. Sorry. There is definitely
Here we go.
some
Hold on.
stutter when it's loading things. But this is like 90? That's pretty good. I want 120. And it is very clearly my my graphics card. My CPU is fine. I have a 5700X 3D and a 4070.
Goes away.
Oh, this is with frame gen. Yeah. Yeah, no, don't. You want me to turn frame gen off? If it'll let me. It's 60. I'm at 1440p. It's at 60 to 70.
I know what to do.
That's really not that bad. We've got certain things that I need to change. I'm aiming it, man. Which other one do they want me to aim it at? I don't think the de novo is the issue, man. It would run better, but I don't think that's the main problem. You know, if I use lossless scaling, I probably would get 120 FPS. Let me try that. I have this other program that I've downloaded that has a different type of scaling, and I'm going to see what that does to the game. You guys won't be able to see it, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, it's not showing it correctly. It says like it's running at 240 FPS, which I think that's a lie. Hold on, I'm gonna turn that off. Because if I do the built-in frame gen, you guys can actually see the difference.
I bet we can bring those rocks down.
Yeah, the pausing is nice. Well, there was definitely de novo stutter in World. I will report back whether I feel like I have it or not.
Throw it now.
Oh, right, you can switch your weapon here. I'm fine with it. What am I fine with?
Oh. Wonderful. Once you've got a feel for the weapon, we'll head out.
A 3080 should be able to get you 90 FPS with some frame gen.
Wow.
Because that's what I'm getting with a 4070, and a 3080 is basically a 4070. It's not even how high the FPS is. It's more like, do you get weird-ass swings and stutters, you know? I don't want to be that coping guy. Maybe I am, but if it were a stable 60, that's almost better.
Down there.
All betas are up right now, Gorm. You should use frame generation reforming one. You should probably use FSR, although I've heard the Intel frame gen can be really good. No, there are forms of frame gen you can use, even on older GPUs. I mean, it's going to help you even more, in a way.
We have to run.
Will I do a tier of the hunter weapons? I might do a video on how the weapons feel different in the game. I don't know that a tier list is anything other than YouTube based. What rig do I have? I have a 5700X 3D. All right, hold on. I'm trying something. And a 4070. I mean, the game is literally holding 90 FPS while I'm fucking wyvern firing this dude. Yeah, I mean, it runs smooth as hell. Condor, hello, good evening. Hope you are well, sir. It runs so good. it runs, I'm sorry. It just is running fine. I wish I could be the doomsayer and be like, no, this is stuff, but like, it's really fine. Now, mind you, I do have good, I think I've got a pretty good PC for it. It's not a whale computer. This build is not that much older than yours, Albino. What does streamer submarine mean? That is not the first time I've seen that, but I need to know what it means. I'm at 1440. It's only a 4070. You ever have to try this with an 8-year-old i5? That would concern me. Can I play this without GPU? No. Explain to me what that means. What does that mean to you? To me, that means like, are you on one of those like Ryzen APUs? Because maybe. Maybe. Some of those are really good. I don't think you could play on the Stadia. It almost makes me curious to see what happens if I turn the graphics up even more. I don't know, unless your processor is really old, you may not need to upgrade your processor. Just the great Jagger supply. Kind of. Whatever that overlay was, that fucked up the game. How many big monsters are in the demo? 4, 5 if you're very generous.
You can use an SOS flare to call for support.
T-minus 8 minutes. You can play now. How's the PC version handling the game? I am at 90 FPS with frame gen on. God. What was the... Any stutters? Yes. Some areas when they're loading have stutters, but once you're loaded in, it feels fine. The new combo, there's not a reason to full burst? I don't know. I feel like even with the new combo, after a perfect guard, full bursting might be worth it. $2070 Super should be able to run it. You may not get much better than 30 to 40 FPS, but it'll run it. And the nice thing is you can always turn the graphics down. We're on basically high. There does appear to be stutters when you're, what is that called? Traversal stutter? It feels like there's a little bit of a stutter when you switch areas. Upgrade to a 4070 Super. You know, not for nothing, man, but we're supposed to get new GPUs in January. Series X, good luck. Well, you may not have the budget for the $3,000 GPU, but all other GPUs will suddenly become cheaper. Can't see anything character creator. Somebody said upscaling can mess that up. And wait for the release? I mean, we'll be playing this for like all weekend, Miles. I'm gonna mess around with graphics settings because I want to see if I can get it up to 120. GPUs haven't gotten cheaper in 4 years. It's not that new GPUs are cheaper, but older GPUs are cheaper. You know, I mean, if think of it this way, if there's a 5080 on the market, how much can you reasonably charge for a 4080?
There. I'm Isai.
My name is Nona.
How did you...
Wah wah!
Oh, right. From back
Ni hao, sexy.
Where's this...
The caper, but
That won't...
The village seems kind of scuffed. Have I tried Charge Blade? Yes. How did it compare to Rise Charge Blade? It plays most like 4U Charge Blade. The village is kind of fucked up. Yay! What are my PC specs? 5700X 3D and a 4070. I think the game runs well. I think there are parts of the game where it shits its pants. Right now, it's kind of shitting its pants.
I've marked the target on your
But
map.
during combat,
Let's make for that location.
it is good.
Have you selected your weapons? If not,
We're gonna right now though we're gonna mess around with
You can equip both the primary and secondary
come on,
weapon.
man.
Use this to your advantage, depending on the situation.
playing PS5 till it gets more optimized. It's fine. It already runs better than the PS5 does. But I want to let's turn everything down as low as possible, just so we know what the high end looks like. Can the Steam Deck run this? Maybe? Oh, it shows my specs right here. That's nice. Can I show the performance overlay? I wish I knew how. I guess I could kind of do this. Hold on. Give me a second. See if I can get the like screen up. Does that not show it? No, that doesn't show the overlay. How can I get an overlay to show up? I'm doing display capture. Oh, I don't want TAA. Gross. MSI Afterburner. I might have MSI Afterburner. Double check.
I'll put the materials I gathered in your item box.
I almost just want to download like Fraps. Riva Tuna statistics server? It's been a while since I set this up. Why does the game have 120 hertz options? I don't know. Maybe sometimes it gets above 60. Or it could be like a DLSS thing. Oh, hold on. Hopefully this doesn't fuck me up. I thought Veilguard was running well. Like, I thought that was one of the good aspects of that game, is that it was running good. Hold on. I want to go back to the main menu, because I do not want TAA enabled. Like, if there's one thing I hate, TAA anti-aliasing is, like, so bad. Upscale. Oh. What, do I gotta turn it off? Turn that off. Let's just put it on high for now. Hold on, we want to go potato mode. We just want to see the maximum theoretical to start, and then we'll... Literally zero difference between high and low. All right, I'm gonna try and turn on the Riva tuner so you guys can see it. No promises. Start from lowest and work your way up. I think that's the idea, right? Add. I think I need to find Monster Hunter and add it. Right? Under Steam. How you do it? I feel so stupid. Is there a hotkey you need to press to get it to show up? It's showing up now for me. So that's a good start. I can see like the little tiny thing. And then I need to make it show more stuff? How do you make it show all the crazy stuff? Benchmark mode? Whatever. We'll start with this. The numbers are so tiny. Settings, third tab. I'm not gonna fuck with that there. This way you can at least see the FPS. He's tweaking hard? Well, because I have everything on low. Okay, so now we're at like 100 in town. That's a big improvement. Now, things do look noticeably like ass in the distance.
That Alpha is our target. The quest will begin once you've dealt enough damage to it.
Got it.
Hold on, this is all bad. I need to actually set up my items. And also, because we're doing a monitor capture overlay, that might be causing a little bit more stress. And I'm streaming as well. There's probably a couple reasons why it might be a little bit lower. But this is probably the highest it'll go. 140 inside the tent. No, I mean, the game feels like it's running good, man. You could always make a new character, Pink Ward. What you can change in your character is probably just like, you know, the normal things. Should we check out DLSS versus FSR? I guess we should. Right? All right, so DLSS has us at. We'll do it outside of town. So I think town really fucks things up. Yeah, change the demon ammo is great. Okay, so we're at 100. 110, 112 here. FSR for some reason is noticeably worse, but maybe I put it on like quality? FSR is giving me higher frame rate than DLSS. Weird. Intel is terrible. Intel is really bad. I'm going to stick with DLSS because I think the quality will be better overall. But that is an interesting note that if you're chasing pure frames, is this game good on mouse and keyboard? I don't think these games make a lot of sense to play on mouse and keyboard, but there's a lot of people out there that do play it that way.
I gathered some materials too. Check your sacred's pouch.
So we'll do one match like this, and then we'll switch back and we'll see how it translates. Coco, hello. Yeah, with focus mode now, it might matter a bit more. Man, this looks really bad, the way I have it configured. It looks really bad. But you guys can see that little frame in the corner? That little nugget of frame rate?
Engage in your discretion. A supply shipment's coming. Hope you find something useful.
No, I mean, they're not gonna shut down World and Rise just because Wilds came out. Believe it or not, King Joey, there's still servers running for Monster Hunter Freedom on the PSP. I'm gonna say it's gonna be impossible for me to lock 120 FPS. I thought the hairstyles were great, Tortoise. Deluxe and Premium, I mean, they're all cosmetic. The highest level one is going to give you the first two main graphic packs. That face right? Tri-servers only went down because of Nintendo, and same thing with 3 Ultimate and 4U servers. And you better believe that when the Generation servers go down, that's going to be because of Nintendo as well. Capcom has as one of its core business strategies now is to just try and sell more back catalog stuff. So they don't want servers to go down because it costs nothing to them compared to, you know, getting an extra couple thousand sales every time there's a sale for something. Sometimes you're gonna whiff because you're just out of position, Jason. All right, I think that's enough. I think we could now try good graphics mode. Let's see what good graphics mode looks like. Let's put it on performance. But we'll be smart about things. Because some things, like, you don't really need shadows on highest, right? Shadows on medium look fine. I can tell zero difference. Almost beat the Chatacabra before the Steam Deck crash? That's good. Is it true that after tanking through an attack, you go straight into the true charge? After wounding the monster, you go into a true charge. Tackle works otherwise similarly to World. Big difference is if you time it right, you keep the charge level. .45 FPS. I mean, you can see it. I'm at like 80 on a 4070. It's not what I want, but it's also not bad either. Upscaling sharpness. There's like you can do a sharpen filter if you're like in performance mode. I don't think there's any reason to do sharpening if you're on DLSS quality, but you really shouldn't be running DLSS quality unless you're playing at like 1080p. You have an EVGA 1050, will that work? No. Almost definitely not. You could try it. But I don't think it'll work. Frame generation caused noticeable input delay? Nope. I mean, you know, if you were playing CSGO, it might matter, but for any game like this, you know, if your base frame rate is like 45 to 60, it's not like the frame gen is going to reduce that by much, if anything. Now, if your base frame rate is like 15 FPS, you're trying to frame gen it up to 30, that's going to be shit. Okay, hold on. We're getting some pop in. I don't like that. Hold on. How do I fix that? I want draw distance as high as it'll go. Right? A little bit Rise-like with the pop-in. Oh, maybe it's the shadow distance. Ah, it's shadow distance. What the fuck is it, man? You see that? What is that? What is that setting? All right, we're going to go high on everything. I'm going to really just fuck my game up. I'm at 40 FPS now. Oh, no, we're okay, we're okay. Fuck it. It looks really bad if you turn literally everything down to the lowest possible. I have no idea what's causing that. I've got all my settings on high. It's not the fucking fog, is it? I don't know. For me, right there, I've got a high frame rate monitor, and I want frame gen on because I want to see the higher frames. No idea what could be causing that. I've got 240 hertz for my monitor. I have a 240 hertz OLED. I thought clocks changed over the weekend, Parka. It's usually Saturday into Sunday.
I got it!
I mean, I put everything up to high, and the frame rate barely changed. We're still at 80 in combat. Oh, you're replying to chat? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to be a jerk. Did I switch my weapon? What the fuck? Where's my greatsword? Clock change is stupid. It is stupid. Means the game is CPU bottleneck. Turn on the graphics, nothing changed the performance. Nah, it's definitely GPU bottleneck. Because when I looked at my CPU, it was at only like 50% utilization. And GPU was 100%. Can I counter? Can I get like power struggles by? I'm at 1440p, monkey. I was trying to block. I want to try and get the power clash with Greatsword. I think you have to have an exclamation specs, although it might be outdated. I've got 2 computers. That's mostly correct. It's a little bit of a lie, though. I think you gotta really time it. Am I running the game at 720p? 1440. Shows it right there, right? I like that it shows it all. DLSS performance? We are on DLSS performance, that's true. We could try it unbalanced. That's still not bad. We're still above 60. Dude, can we go to fucking like DLAA? No, that's too much. Quality is still above 60. TAA, reforming one. This is 1440p with DLSS and other upscalings. But like, I don't know, I find that upscaling to 1440p with DLSS usually looks pretty good. This looks really bad though. Those frames do not look happy like that.
Trove of new data.
I think balanced is probably the best. And there's definitely some of these settings I can turn down. Like, shadow quality does not need to be at the highest at all. There's a big difference between the 4080 and the 4070, yeah. $4080 is a way better card. 1080p with frame gen can't keep 60 FPS. It depends on the settings, man. We're at 60. I mean, you can see it. I mean, sure, if we turn shadows down. That gained us like 10 FPS. I'm getting stun locked by like one guy in fucking YouTube chat. Your 4080 laptop should be able to run it, yeah. Is the game as heavy as they say? It is definitely a next-gen game. Let's just say it's built to scale. It scales late game. I think medium shadows probably look the best. Does that actually look better? Overture, thank
Overture
you. World was
2112 just
released
subscribed.
January of 2018. That was almost 7 years ago. What do you want? I'm messing around with distant shadow quality, and I'm trying to tell if I can tell a difference. I almost like it better on performance. Maybe it's the fucking contact shadows. Whatever I changed make the pop-in not as bad. The colors do look better than the PlayStation version, which I don't know why that is. Whatever I change, the game is angry. Is it like loading something? We might be running out of VRAM. Did I put on the high resolution texture pack? I'm taking that off. Turning off depth of field. I do have it off. I think I fucked something up. I gotta go back to the title screen. Something's angry. I think it was literally the OBS capture was freaking out, because whenever you do like monitor capture versus game capture, it gets really angry. But it's running fine now. There were some features. Ah! This is not in-game. You can only do this out of game. I see. Render distance highest. I don't really know what variable rate shading does. I can put it on balance. You can keep this character on launch if you want. I mean, I'm gonna spend time making a character. I'm probably not gonna use this guy. Gonna need a mainframe server to stream and play games at the same time in the future. It really is like the method that you use in OBS has a very large impact on performance. So you can't see it now, but we're at 70 to 80. And we're on performance. Let's try and balance. We're still at 80. That's pretty good. And we're not getting the pop in, which is good. CPU might be limited. It's not my CPU, man. I don't know what to tell you. CPU is literally at 44%, while GPU is at 100%. I am not CPU bound. I mean, I don't have the fastest CPU in the world anymore. Not by a long shot, but it's a 5700X 3D. Not running some like 10700K. It's a setting that you can only do from the main menu, Will. I think it looks good. The game looks so much better on PC compared to PlayStation. You know, it's possible that they saw the complaints people had about PlayStation and they boosted the saturation for this demo. Is anyone playing the new demo on PlayStation 5 noticing that things look better? Dude, I'm looking at it right now. I'm looking at an overlay that's showing me my CPU percentage and GPU percentage, and I am definitely GPU bound. If GPU is 100%, you are limited by GPU.
Commencing quest now. Are you prepared? They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
I don't know why we're like... Well, I don't know why we're debating this. Wilds beta beat World's all-time concurrent players? That's insane. What the fuck? Dude, it does not matter what I am on. I'm telling you, I am not CPU bound. I'm using a 4070. Which makes sense. It would make sense that with my processor and with my GPU, I'd be more GPU bound. It looks so much better than the PlayStation 5 right now. You're going to be PS5 bound with the performance you're getting? That sounds tough. Next-gen graphics cards should be coming out. They should be announced in January. When they actually get dropped, I do not know.
Bet I can set up a camp.
Well, I'll do Radar once I can find one. Who's this guy? Oh! They designed the game so that a PlayStation 5 could run it at 30 to 40 FPS. And if that makes you sad, that's understandable. How much RAM do I have? 32? My other computer I have 64, but this one's gonna be my little travel computer and it only has 32. Did I not get it? My game looks good. I know it looks good! Steam FPS counter, you won't even be able to see it. You won't be able to see the overlay. I can't yet figure out how to get an overlay up that's not going to fuck up my FPS and the at the same time. The FPS I get doesn't matter. What matters is what FPS you get. What the fuck? He just appeared out of nowhere. You have a 1660 Super. Can you play the game? That is the lowest tier graphics card that might run it. I encourage you to download the demo. It's not looking at this 3060 should be able to run it. You make it sound like your life is over. I mean, you may only be able to run it at 1080p, but you weren't buying a 3060 thinking you had a 4K graphics card anyways, were you? Unless you're in a link party with other people, average anime enjoyer, or join one of their quests, you will not see people randomly running around in the wilderness. It just looks really good. The game just looks really, really good. It looked good on PlayStation 5, and now it looks better. No, I was looking for a worm quest, and this man was doing a worm quest, and so I joined him for his worm quest. I had a worm desire. $2560 by 1080? I mean, if you're using like a widescreen format like that on the 3060, I mean, you got to do some fucking frame gen. I mean, you need frame gen, and you probably need DLSS performance or ultra performance. Because like a 3060, like that's like a 1080p resolution graphics card. And I'm not trying to be minimalist about it. People are data mining the game and finding secrets. Keep it to your fucking self! You can do FSR on a 3060. AMD gave it to everyone. FSR doesn't look as good as DLSS, but... $3060 was not a 1080p card when it came out. It had a 60 FPS 1440p in all modern titles at the time. Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's like, what do you want, dude? People want their goddamn, like, 1060 from, like, 12 years ago to do, like, 4K 120. The list back in full effect. I can't tell you what'll happen until it happens. Why they limit DLSS to only 40 series? Money. They wanted more money. They wanted to give you a reason to buy the new cards, man. They're a fucking greedy corporation. I mean, at the end of the day, it's irrelevant. Either you have a 40 series and you're going to run the newer DLSS stuff, or you don't, in which case you just run FSR. In any case, I can tell you already, for me, this game runs not much worse than World. And World was always, like, performance-wise on PC, World has always just been, like, weird. Bow is broken. I'm like, I keep reading chat while I'm doing spinning bludgeon, and I miss my spinning bludgeon. I don't know. Every time I use Special K on World, my game would like start shitting its pants around the time Kyostra showed up during a speed run. The game is still, like, not... I don't blame anyone or anything other than, like, whatever programmers were in charge of World. As much as I love that game, it's just cooked, man. This game, when I turn graphic options up, it, like, makes sense why it runs the way it does. World, it's like, oh, you want a little fog? I'm gonna have your FPS. What is your graphics card, Oblivion Wolf Gaming? Everything is looking bad. If this is the base performance, like, I am fine with it. Like I said, I will probably get a 4080. A 5080 because I'm a fucking sicko. A 3080 should be fine, Oblivion Wolf. You've got nearly the same graphics card that I have. $2060 is gonna struggle, man. But you knew that. Don't act like you didn't know. I'm not getting a 5090. Unless, like, I find out that I'm secretly a millionaire, I will never buy a 90 series graphics card. But I'll buy an 80. 5 series cars should be announced at CES in January. Oh, that's a good point. Have you updated your drivers? Dude, I would take this engine over Unreal Engine 5 literally forever. Unreal Engine 5 is so bad. We were playing Silent Hill 2 Remake, and like, it's a good game. Like, I'm not hating on the game, but that game ran like pure ass cheeks. And honestly, I should probably upgrade my GPU drivers as well. Did the NPC have a Mario 64 base? Everyone looks fine, man. My game's running fine. It looks good. Requiring 6 gigs of VRAM. I'm sorry, man. Remember when the RTX or GTX 970 came out and they said it had 4 gigs of VRAM but only had 3 gigs? 3.5 gigs? That was upsetting. Is this trio only? You can do up to 4 players. Can't invite our 4th member. It's not working. It is either a bug or some other issue. But the game is definitely a 4-player game. Oh, no! But, I mean, remember, this is not the full release. This is technically the beta. I mean, they're testing things. The game's coming out in 4 months. 4 months is very soon, but it's, you know, they got time. Past 2 months, you've been playing back Black Myth Wukong mid-high settings, no problem. Well, I'm sorry. Dude, it keeps getting me. Still 2 months for being half a year. That's one way to look at it. Optimization's the last thing you do. I don't know anything about game development. But I would assume it will only get better and not worse. But that being said, Iceborne made the game worse for me. Feel combat? It feels good on the PlayStation 5. It feels so much better on PC. At like a decent frame rate. Oh my god. No, I mean, the settings I've got dialed in right now, like, I don't know, it looks really good. Characters look like a PS1 character. That's clearly a bug, man. I don't know what to tell you. What is that? Kaya? You have screen tearing with VSync enabled. This is really killing my boner in any way for ever having to play the PS5 version. For a while, I was like, oh, the PS5 version will be fine, but like this is different. Check the Discord. Whoa! Whoa! I can't show that on stream. Elvira! What happened? Is this what you were seeing? Or did someone send this picture to you? Who sent this to you? Running any upscaler. I'll show you my settings. Let me get this out of the way. But I mean, it runs, I think, really well for me. You know, I mean, it's consistently above 60. Do I wish it were better? I do. But in hunts outside of the town, it's like 80 to 90. And for like me, I think that's good enough. Once I get a 50-80, I'm sure it'll be above 120 even without frame gen. At least my guess, at least. All right, we're gonna try and find Raid Owl, I guess? You've got a 30-80, right, Toad? Hold on, let's see if somebody has it. Fanboys in town, congratulations.
I'm happy.
I'm happy for you. I think the first time I beat Raid Owl on console was with the Insect Glaive.
Commencing quest by order of the guild.
Burning discs like it's the late 2000s. I never really did much DVD or CDR burning.
Hope you find something useful.
Where is everyone? Are they going out? What are my specs? 5700X 3D and 47. Just the body. How much do you gotta crunch your graphics to get to 120 FPS though, Toad? I cannot imagine it looks great at that. I can get it to that barely. Why is it not showing me the... High with FSR, yeah. Yeah, I'm not on Ultra Performance. I'm on Balanced. I might go back to Performance, though. How's Insect Glaive? It's different. stop hitting me. There is a restock items, and you could set something chaos to making an item set as well. At 3070, half the textures are loaded in. I feel so bad. I've had 0 issues, man. My stuff is just, like, great. I don't want to be there. Is it just the head? Oh well, I screwed up. Man, the game really wants you to be constantly in fucking focus mode with Insect Glaive. It's kind of annoying. Gino, you could probably get 30 FPS. What are my specs? I almost feel like I should just put them on screen. 5700 X3D and a 4070. Made frame gen a requirement rather than a bonus. I mean, hold on. Let me turn off frame gen. All right, I will play like the common people. It's not great, but it's still 50 FPS for me. And I'm on like very high settings. Like all my shit is at like highest. High, far, you know? It's like between 40 and 50. Yeah, it's irrelevant. It's difficult to have a conversation unless you know what like settings you're playing on. It's like we have to use the presets to judge. I'm like the most useless person in this quest, because I struggle to get the orange. Give me your Grundle, man! Thank God! What's the resolution on YouTube, Silvers? Do I have it set to 1440p? Because it should look pretty good. Does it look 1440p? Wow, the 6800 6800 XT is doing great, right? 1080 on Twitch looks like 480.
More supplies have been added.
You're on your data cap, Incognito Man? Is the internet still fucked up where you are? Monster Hunter game coming out on your PC couldn't run? I'm trying to think the last time there was a demanding Monster Hunter game. World? There was plenty of people that had a hard time running World. Oh shit! Rogard Pillion? What graphics settings are you on? Like basically all max or? All high, nice. Man, maybe AMD is just cooking with the RE engine, huh? Oh, wow. Is it, Xfinity in your state has, like, a data cap, Incognito Man? That's terrible. They were trying to pull that in my state, but they ended up not doing it because people were angry. I don't agree with this dialogue that World looks better than Wild. I'm going to suggest there's something fucked up with your settings. World is a beautiful game. It's still a beautiful game. But this game actually looks like a sequel to World that we didn't get when we had Monster Hunter Rise. No! To me, I like it because it doesn't look like an RE Engine game. Sometimes the RE Engine games have like a weird crust on them. Probably won't work there. What's your CPU, Azrael? What was that damage? Did you see that? I just did like 500 damage per hit. I9, but like what's the name of the chip? Let's see the game with polygons. There are people out there that are seeing the game as polygons. You are not the only one. I don't know. I mean, I haven't updated my drivers in a month. I probably will after today, but I don't think I need them. I heard there was a bug, actually, with Insect Glaive and breaking parts specifically. Don't you love that? Don't you love to see it? You got 4 months, Albino. This is a hell of a fight, man. How much better is on PC? I think that really depends on the person, man. For me, it will be very hard to go back to PlayStation. But I think for a lot of people, they're gonna have to play it on a PlayStation. Or spend big money, you know, I don't know. I'm using a 4070 Trevor, and I'm using a 5700X 3D. Which is like $150 CPU nowadays. Like not an expensive CPU. I mean, doesn't it look good, Juan? I think it looks fucking great. You haven't made it to Doshicuba yet? There's something going on. Oh, you get iframes when you jump off. Oh, maybe you don't. Time to spend an hour going after the Grundle again. There we go. You're gonna burn yourself out? You're not gonna burn yourself out, man. The game's not coming out for like another 4 months. Like the demo's been out for like an hour. How are you gonna burn out after an hour? Oh god! There's a way you can ledge cancel the insect glaive. And just get permanent aerial. Don't tell Reddit! I don't want to be the guy. Don't let me be the guy. Get the Grundle again. Good job. How does the endless combos go? You can still endless combo. It's slightly different. But actually not even. It's like almost identical. You know, they did a little bit more with it, you know? Like most of the weapons in the game, they wanted to make it feel familiar but different. The game froze in the Steam Deck after beating the first boss and trying to get into the village. Maybe that means they can get it to run on the Steam Deck.
Don't forget
Or maybe with mods you can get into the Steam Deck. Some of the animation links? I mean, almost anything can be canceled, so. Is the dive viable? I mean, it transfers into very strong attacks. So I'd say so. I mean, honestly, you know, you do this. Into the dive. Into double slash and tornado slash. I don't know, that seems fine. You can't be canceled. I mean, really, nobody can be canceled. Unless you get banned, you could always just keep chatting. Yeah, you're just not going to stay in the air the whole time anymore. Yeah, you hold it down. That's the thing that I think is confusing people, is you need red buff. Obviously, you need red buff. And then you need to get used to holding the circle button for certain combos to come out. You're banned and still chat and look at you. Well, you weren't permanently banned. You were just deplatformed. There's a difference. How do I get higher FPS? I would say start by going to the main menu, turning everything to low, and then turning all of like the DLSS and frame gen on, and then see where you are, and that'll be your baseline for the highest FPS you can get. And then you start playing around with settings until you can dial in what settings look good, what you want, what you don't want. Somebody put a fire on a dumpster outside and you thought the burning was coming from a GPU? Oh my God! Yeah, little Coco had to go to bed. He's in high school. It's understandable. Carol,
Raul
hello,
Kira
good evening.
just resubscribed for 43 months. Evening everyone, Shed 13.
I have a 4070 Tibus. High school kids need their beauty sleep. They say it's really important for high schoolers to like, you almost need like 8 or 9 hours. This runs like ass in the Series S. I mean, that kind of makes sense though. I have a 5-star dosha. I see a 4-star dosha. How do you check your own investigations? Are those things that you do like out in the wild? You're doing 5 in high school? Might have fucked you up. Not saying it fucked you up. I'm just saying it might have fucked you up. If you're a grown person now and you're like, man, I feel kind of fucked up, could have been that.
I'm happy to help anytime.
It's a 5-star raid now. I don't really care about it. School at class is starting at 6 a.m. I mean, if they had you leaving school at noon, that might have been okay. If you could get like get a nap in. You're gonna buy a 4090. You're gonna spend. You're gonna get a loan for $2,000 for a graphics card.
A supply shipment's come in. Hope you find something useful.
You know how I feel about that. Settings FPS am I getting? On DLSS balanced and mostly high settings, on a 4070, I'm getting around 90 FPS. It looks really good. It'll alone become a big streamer to pay it back. You know, I've done the math before, Tuna Man. And for most people, you're genuinely more likely to become a successful, like, professional athlete than you are at becoming a professional streamer. What do you think about those odds? Aren't those odds, like, really fucked up? Oh, and your odds of becoming a professional streamer were actually better longer ago. So when you look at it like that, it's like even worse. You're right. Too much luck in becoming a streamer? I mean, there's an element of luck. Absolutely. But there's also like, Most people think you just play video games, but it's like you gotta entertain people. Even if you're good at video games, like, are you good at them in an entertaining way? You picked the wrong game? There's always going back to your day job, is I guess what I would say. But most professional streamers, you live a truly blessed lifestyle. I mean, think about it this way. I'll be playing Monster Hunter World when I'm like 80 years old. No escape. Oh shit, I thought I had a hand to get the wound out. Are you timing your guard? I am timing my guard. And as I time my guard, I get a counter, an opportunity to counter, and I build up towards a power clash.
More supplies have been added.
Power clash is when you saw me like smashing my shield up against his face. What are my chances of saying something stupid in a viral video and getting your own talk show and making big money? If you don't know the right people, basically zero. It may as well be zero. No, it goes hello. There's something a little sussy about Hawk Tuah girl. She's a little bit too much into crypto. See the damage numbers, the decimals? I find the decimals very annoying. For some reason, I can look at the normal numbers and be fine, but when the decimals come up, I'm like, this looks stupid. Industry plan. I'm telling you, man. There's something going on. Some cognitohazard or something. Do something outlandish and become a streamer when you get out? Like I said, the most important thing is you gotta be entertained. In some way. Yeah, people have to have a reason to watch you. Now, your time in prison, I guess it might help. Doesn't this game looks so much more colorful on PC. How's the game running? I'm getting 80 FPS, 80 to 90. I'd say it looks pretty good. What's the point of decimals? If you're trying to do some math on things. I'm almost thinking they might have changed it. I'm still trying to get back if anyone's playing it on console now and if it looks less desaturated. Get his ass. Perfect Rush still the best damage? It's not as good as it used to be. I think it's probably fine. But I like this option because, I don't know, uses less sharpness. I won't activate purple mode. I actually do have a colorblind setting on World. Oh, come on. No, I'm in the hentai pit. Dude, is he gonna go down here? Dude, that's intimidating. What I dislike about Raid Owl's fight? It's not that I think it's a terrible fight. I just think it's worse than Alpha Doshiguma. It's the comparative advantage, you know? I think with Doshiguma, you're getting a lot more melee hits in. You're sticking a lot closer. He's got some moves that are scarier. Any move from Raid Owl that's likely to kill you is telegraphed for like 20 seconds. But I don't know, man, if you like, you know, if you like Raid Owl, I mean, I'm not going to be here yucking your yum, man. Thinking, okay, so we should try, I should try doing the voice. Oh my God, did the other people hear me talking? In some ways, it feels a lot like Rise, Sword and Shield. But it does feel better than World. The Perfect Rush span.
Draw its attention.
Apparently there's a barrel at the very beginning of the game, but I don't know where the hell it is. I'm almost afraid to like leave the game lest I get cursed by the online lobby breaking.
I'll draw its attention. I'll draw its attention.
I'm drawing your attention. Are you sure, Oblivion Wolf, it's not literally just like your resolution scale or your resolution? I think resolution scale is render scale right here. Make sure that's not like 10. Oh, we can test that. We should test that after this. See what it looks like at the lowest resolution scale. How goes the hunting? Oh, we're doing great. The PC specs are the 4070 and the 5700X 3D. Why no full screen? There was recently a Windows update that made exclusive full screen like outdated. That's my understanding. Oh shit. I think you're supposed to do a wound attack during that. That gets 15 FPS. Dude, 15 FPS? That's maybe close enough with custom mods to make it playable. It wouldn't look good, but it might be playable. So you gotta make a new character and fight Chatacabra? Gotcha. Everyone that's having a good time running the game, Lazra, has like a 4,000 series card. Even people that have 3,000 series cards have been complaining. Which is strange, right? I think it's a little strange. Oh, that's a screamer pod. I mean, but, all right, maybe I was lied to, but is FSR not good enough? Is DLSS frame gen really that much better than FSR frame gen? How are my PC temps? Oh, that's a really good question. I will check after this hunt.
Bomb set. Set a bomb.
Oh, that's the big one, right? Is this game CPU heavy?
That's another quest complete.
I think they said you want at least a 10th gen, like i5 or something. If you have an X3D AMD chip, you're going to be in a good place. Because mine is running right. Okay. Person wanted to know my temps. It's a great question. My CPU is at 60 Celsius. Downright frosty. I think I need to open up Furmark to see my GPU temps. I've got pretty good cooling in my computer. And I undervolted the CPU. I'm trying to see where I can see my... Oh, here we go. GPU is at 75 Celsius? I mean, understandable for something that's at max utilization, right? I don't think 60 and then 75 Celsius is bad. All right, let's enshitify the game. All right, Chaos. I know where you need to go to change it. Your option there, follow me. You have to go to the main menu. And render distance. All right. So I want to turn my guys into little polygons. So I have to turn off upscaling. That disables frame gen as well. Oh, that's interesting. I mean, I think this is just going to look like ass. I think this is going to look really bad. You know what? It's like, it's not even really running like that much better. Isn't that funny? All right, let's turn it up all the way and see how bad it gets. Oh no! I'm gonna if my computer crashes, am I on an OLED? I am. It really does not like that. I have to stop. I have to stop. Oh, and my CPU bottlenecked at 50 render scale. Let's find out. No. No, I'm still only at 60% CPU? I can't. I literally cannot turn that up more than 120. I can't do it. Game won't open for you. What are you doing wrong? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I'm at 80. I mean, it just looks good, man. Is there... I don't think... Maybe on YouTube, you can tell a difference, but I don't think on Twitch you guys would ever tell a difference between DLAA and performance. The first thing to do if the game doesn't open is you want to uninstall and reinstall or double check, you know, in file integrity. You think I'll get 80 to 90 with quality? Balanced seems like maybe the best. I mean, quality, I'm still getting 70, over 60 in town at least. That's pretty good. But it gets too close to 60 for comfort. And this is with everything almost maxed out. I don't see a point in taking shadows to highest. No name. This game isn't that bad. I mean, it's demanding, but it's not really fucking up my computer at all. Is that name? That's what I thought. That's what I thought their name was. Oh, what do I have distance shadows on? Thank you. I could probably turn that down, right? I don't know if I tell a difference or not. I literally cannot tell a difference. Can you tell a difference? Longsword is stupid. I have a 4070 Alonzo, which is similar. You're saying shadow distance is super heavy, but I'm getting 90 either way. It's like a, well, I don't know. Maybe it does matter. I'm still in town? Okay, well, what do you want from me now? They 1060 is below the minimum specs. Walking on the sun. I don't think you're gonna have enough VRAM. How's the performance? It's great. There's definitely room to upgrade the computer and get a higher frame rate, but the graphics are more or less maxed out. Seeing a little popping though. I wonder why that is. Any funny texture glitches? Not for me. It's still brand new? A 1060 was not brand new in 2018. 2018 was 6 years ago. It was 6 years ago. There are children that were born that are in grade school, that are walking and talking and making decisions. The PlayStation 5 was released in 2020, which in theory would have boosted the graphic performance of everything, but it never really happened. I'm not having any issues. I feel like I'm the only one in the world unlucky that can play this game on PC without issues. Everyone else is like fucking cursed. I'm getting a little bit of pop in here, but is that because I fucked with something? Was that with frame gen on? You just gotta assume frame gen is always on. Do I think there'll be significant improvements? I think there will probably be improvements. But significant improvements? Brother, I give up hope, man. They might be able to squeeze out a little bit more. I mean, here's the thing. They did some goddamn miracles with Dragon's Dogma 2. Distant shadow quality, but I want it on far. Because I was getting weird popping that I wasn't having before. I don't mind. I mean, it's not like my performance is bad, you know what I mean? All right, now I'm fucking cursed. You're getting 90 stable FPS on a 4060. Wow. I'm assuming with some settings turned down, but that's pretty impressive. You don't need to win the lottery. You could buy like a 2070 for like $100. I just pushed the Windows key and it freaked the fuck out. Oh, I still have Furmark on. Oops. I'm checking Amazon right now. Honestly, even like a 4060 is only like $300, right? It's $300, man. Amatsu, did you leave and come back? Is there any button settings I've changed? Yes. I like to switch R2 and R1. And, I mean, obviously I want the clicky on the using items. And by the time the game comes out, you know, there might be a 5060 out. What is it? Arian? Hello, konnichiwa. I don't know what time it would be. Is it noon? Konnichiwa, I think, is appropriate for 2 p.m. Dosha's he's just a better fight, man. And I wish it wasn't like that. I'm looking for 5-star Doshas. I only see 3-star. If Nomad, if I were somebody that had limited income, but an intense desire to get a graphics card right now, I would say a 4060. But I think there are better choices, and I think waiting is a better choice too. But a 4060 is pretty okay.
They've issued us supplies. Now let's put them to
Have you
use.
tried humping someone in multiplayer? I have not. I have not tried humping someone in multiplayer. Should I? It's still $300. The 4060 is still $300, and it is still like, you know, it's okay. It's gonna be okay. I want to try and get an offset, by the way. Although it seems like it might be too hard. It's just so hard with this weapon. Did I not do that right? I was trying to do the sword counter. I could literally spend like 10 hours practicing the counters on Switch X. Teeth stuff is expensive, but you know what? It is worth it. Nothing in the world quite like tooth pain, you know? Yeah, he's a real punk. I thought he was walking away. All right, the counter for sword is like instant. That's the trick. Whereas the axe mode, you gotta really time it. Sword is just like press it right away. You have like no lingering frames, really. See that? It's gonna be way easier at a higher frame rate, by the way. Doing that at 30 is not gonna be easy.
Increasingly worse.
I'll draw its attention.
Zero-sum discharge cheeks in this game? You can, but the input's a little weird.
Raccoon Punter just
My feeling got the
subscribed
PC
for
version
13
so
months.
far?
How are you feeling about
I'm
the
feeling
PC
great,
version so far?
but there's a lot of other people that are not feeling great. It's good for me because like I was planning on these PC build to run it well, and it is running it well. There doesn't appear to be any major CPU bottleneck. If I can get a 5090, I could probably pretty easily get it up to over 120 FPS, 1440p. It's like he's farting with his mouth. Oh shit! I thought I was gonna be on the ground. I mean, my other build, I have a 7800X 3D, but that's on my desktop. This is my little micro PC. Joe, you have to be on the secret to switch your weapon. And I'm pretty sure the 9800X 3D is technically not out yet. It'll be out in time for this game, though. Oops. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to dung him up like that. Can't push the line button. Riggs, I've got a 5700X 3D. Why are you not shooting? Shoot. I'm like bugged or something. I don't know what's going on. What the fuck is going on with my weapon, man? My heavy bow gun is cooked. We tested dung pots with other players. No, but I'd be happy to do another hunt with you, Condor, if you're up. It's like my triangle button stopped working. I can't attack anymore, man. I can only fight with the circle button. I'm gonna restart the game. I'm getting out of here. It definitely needed to be restarted. How micro is this PC? It is the size of a lunchbox. Was it the i300 case? Let me see if I can find a picture. Forget if I bought it from Amazon or Newegg. S300. Can I find the picture of it next to the Coke can? I love it. I'll never build a computer in a larger case ever again. There's like, to me, there's no reason. No, I mean, it doesn't, you don't have to be doing SteamOS gaming. Like I said, I got a 4070 and a 5700X 3D in it, and the temps are good. What the fuck? I took a picture myself. I just don't know where it is. Of a Coke can. How's the keys? Whatever. This is a guy holding it. This is how big it is. It's hard to build in, but like once it's done, like you're just done. So like who cares? Now the game is shitting its pants trying to get OBS. Come on, buddy. That's my whole PC. Yeah, that's what it looks like. Come on, OBS. You can do it, buddy. OBS is going through a crisis currently. Forgive OBS. Nah, it'll be fine. I'm gonna put it in my it's gonna be in a carry-on. Case struggle with temps. CPU and GPU temps have been around 70. How loud are the fans? I mean, if you're right next to it,
just resubscribed for 12 months, a year.
You can tell they're running. But like, it's not loud. Put it to you this way: the fans at the loudest are still quieter than a laptop fans at the quietest. Which is to say, the loudest my case is still quieter than the quietest a laptop gets. But OBS is not capturing the game properly, so that is annoying me. I don't know why it's doing that. Oh, great. Fast. Whatever. Well, hopefully it's not too chungly. I've tried all sorts of things. The one thing that is still really disappointing to me, although I guess the tech is getting better, is external GPU. Man, that would be like such a win, but like, unless you have Oculink, it feels like it just fucking sucks. Your grandpa asked if we could see Hunting Horn. I'm gonna do Gunlance. Because other than the Chatacabra, I've not done a Gunlance yet. What it is YJ's, the way the computer is built, you have the GPU exhausting out one side with vents, and then you have the CPU exhausting out one side with vents. So they're separated. They're not like stacking heat on each other, and then there's like the vent going out top. It's, in theory, you could put case fans in the bottom. I couldn't fit them. I bought normal case fans, and I didn't realize I should have bought slim case fans. That's my mistake. If I were to build again, I would probably try and get some slim case fans in there, but oops. But as it is, I don't really have any complaints. A rainbow texture in Chatacabra if he licks his arms? That sounds like a texture is not loading right.
No surprises today. In addition to supplies.
I did assemble it myself. Did I use guides? Kind of? I mean, they didn't have my exact parts, but you know, I mean, it's pretty straightforward nowadays. I mean, if you could play and understand Monster Hunter, you could probably build an ITX case. It's just going to be, you know, it's just a little bit harder, you know? You don't have a lot of room. No demon shot. What flinched him there? Can I play with PS1 graphics next? I couldn't actually get it, like, it didn't actually look better. Oh, it did run much better, which is kind of curious. Oh shit! Oh, I thought it was dead. How much does my ITX build cost? Well, I reused the GPU, and I got a really good deal on the CPU and memory. probably about $1,000 minus the GPU. But I probably could have saved money in some areas. I like way overcompensated with the power supply because I wanted it to be quiet. Which I know sounds weird. But by getting a stronger power supply, it doesn't have to work as hard, so it's less likely to make noise or heat. We do not have a lobby command. Somebody just joined me, though. I don't know how or why that happened.
It's getting increasingly worse. Exercise caution.
Well, the strafing while firing is actually like insanely good because it combos very easily into this combo. Which you're gonna see a lot. You're gonna see that a lot. But yeah, I mean, unless you're planning on like doing some major CPU overclocking or running a 5090 or maybe a 5080, you may as well just build ITX in my mind. I don't know. It's possible I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. Well, I got my memory and processor. They were a combo and it was like $170. Which is like nothing. Cooler was like 30. Power supply was like 120. But again, I wanted the power supply to be powerful enough to handle a 5080. And I didn't know what the specs were of the 5080 at the time. I'll show Charge Blade soon. It feels like 4U Charge Blade a little bit. I get the CPU and memory? It was a bundle deal off of Newegg. It was like maybe a month and a half ago. I have not seen a deal as good since. Yeah, Savage Axe is real good. Savage Axe AED combos is like what I've seen a lot of. Which weapon's got the biggest buff in Wilds? Compared to what, World or Rise? World? Well, you got to think about how powerful the weapons were relative, right? The power scale in world, sword and shield was like the strongest weapon in the game, outside of range shenanigans. Probably Gunlance. You didn't run forward at all there, did you? Longsword, you know what? I could agree with that. Longsword was really strong in world, but now it's even stronger. You know, the only issue with that move is you don't really move very far. Lance, I think, wants you to be in focus mode all the time, and even then, the damage feels like ass cheeks. Hunting Horn feels good.
Make sure to have anything enough to use the hole.
Thanks. That helped.
Hammer? I played a ton of Hammer. Hammer's great. You basically never need to stop attacking. It's really fun. You really get into a good flow.
Been added.
Set a bomb. Bomb set.
Gray Dave likes Lance. He's a Lance enjoyer, and like that's good. I don't know. The Lance just didn't feel good for me.
Bomb set. I set a bomb.
If I have one complaint about Gunlance now is it feels like this one move is too strong. Like the cool melee aspect of Gunlance feels like it's been like really reduced. I can't. Are you exploding things? It's a little bit more interesting in multiplayer because you got to do all the evasion stuff, repositioning things. They ever nerf stuff? They rarely nerf things. They usually just buff things. But that being said, going from Generations to GU, a lot of things got nerfed. And then they added Valor mode anyways. I don't know the timing, but at a certain point, Lance Element got nerfed. Nobody would have known in World because nobody ever used Lance in World. It's actually impossible to know. Temporal Mantle got nerfed. Fortify technically got nerfed. I do love that Wyvern Fire feels really strong. Ledge Greatsword got nerfed. That's true. What the hell is that? What is that symbol, Gabutu? Z Event 2024? For some reason, I can't get OBS to pick up the game anymore. It's very strange. Good night, Albino. How long have you been streaming for? Almost 4 hours overworking? I just want to restart the computer. I don't know. I want to stream a little bit longer. Does it look like the frame rate is good in OBS? Because like I'm using window capture and not game capture, and I worry that it might be dropping frames because of that. We're gonna stream a little bit longer. I'm just, like I said, I want to make sure it looks good. Shoot. Decent for you? Okay. Doesn't look bad? Okay. I want to tell you something. I love you. Thank you. I'm assuming when I was fucking around with display capture, that screwed things up. You're not feeling this demo? Let's do a hunt together, Chaos. Let's me and you do a hunt, and then I'll do stuff with like Condor. This beta doesn't feel like a beta? What do you mean by that? It feels better than a beta or worse than a beta?
Hard at work?
Hold on. Settings. 2. It's definitely a beta.
I'm happy to help anytime.
Invite a friend. Let's see if that works. Oh my, is it working? Oh, voice chat is working. Hope I'm well. I'm great, man. Game's running great. I'm running great. Does it run much worse in PlayStation than Series S? I heard the Series S is bad. Oh, were you able to see my friend list? Oh, that's almost spooky.
Hard at work?
Guess I should
I'll be
eat
waiting.
too. There are some streamers that showed my search history too. I've got no shame there. There's some streamers that show their entire desktop all the time, and that gives me such insane anxiety. You don't know what's gonna show up there, man. What am I hiding? It's for me, for you to know, and for you to find out.
Now, are you prepared? They've issued us supplies. Let's put them to use.
I heard the FSR is implemented really badly, and I mean, I'll believe that. See, afraid we're gonna see all my femboy hentai games? Absolutely not. If anything, find out what I have and then give me recommendations for what I'm missing. So, got to get the complete collection. Dude, why does it look like we're kissing? Can you hear me? Why do I look so much tinier than you? I look like a little mini man compared to you. Is it because you're on a hill? I'm not that much shorter than Chaos. It says, oh, I mean, all right. I am definitely talking. You should definitely be able to hear me. And here too, you should be able to hear me. Because I can see it. Doesn't play anything. Well, that might be on your side. Maybe. But it is also very possible that voice chat is just fucked for the beta. They probably only really optimized it for like the PS5. Yeah, it's a big issue. I hate it when games have like voice options and they don't let you choose the devices. It's very stupid. Why would you ever disable using Alt F4? That is bizarre. Do you think the game's going to be really popular in Brazil? Unlucky. Nino, I don't know what it is what you said, but that looks very much like an Among Us. I'm gonna find out what she said. Isn't that I've never seen that in a game before. Oh, Sawadhi. That's how you say Sawadhi. Sawadhi Krap. How's performance? It's running great for me. When it's Tau Melee Seeker, when it says we recommend frame gen, like it really fucking recommends frame gen. She just said something really low. America is an ally of Thailand? Thailand is the best country. Oh, it's the best country in the world. Is a great country. We love Thailand. Is frame gen good? Oh, God. She say she's wondering about going to war with Cambodia. I hope not. Is that a thing? I hope that's not a thing. I mean, is it like a Moore's Law thing, Amma, where like we can't make graphic cards better or processors better, so all we can do is like weird tricks to create new frames? Ducky, what's your GPU, man, if you went from 90 to 140? I almost went in the hole. I don't want to go in the hole. Are you here? Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Hold on. I'll see if I can fix it. I cannot fix it. I screwed up. I'll do this. You know, Ducky, I heard that the 7900 XTX is like kind of a beast in this game. Like, it's running better than most NVIDIA cards, which, you know what? It's about goddamn time. I mean, I don't know that it's lucky. I mean, that's a good graphics card, isn't it? What am I using? I'm using a 4070. I'm at 1440p DLSS balance. Dude, but are you at 1080p at 140 or what? That's crazy. You know what? I don't even remember if I saw like an option for ray tracing. Is there even ray tracing in this game? Is that a weird question? Damn, what a beast! It's such a funny weapon. Dude, don't fight, man. Oh God, he almost got me.
Lightning has them amped up. Might be able to use them as a trap.
The one thing I noticed, Tigrex, is it didn't feel like adjusting the settings really changed the frame rate all that much for me. And I don't know why that is. It's like that for me in a lot of games. It's like a window of like 20 frames. Where do I see my FPS? I'm like at 76, mid 70s. Obviously I want more, but I don't think mid 70s is bad. Dude, I landed the offset. I think that's the first time I landed the offset on that attack. I think that restored all of my echo notes.
Don't draw its attention.
Freya Gondalo, that sounds awful, man. I'm never gonna get that right. I gotta do Hunting Horn on the training pole. Directional movement's missing from Hunting Horn? What are you talking about? I could have sworn there was directional movement here. I guess I was lying. That's pretty much Wilds in a nutshell. Everything kind of just flows together. Material, thank you.
Material 1 just resubscribed for 48 months.
No, I mean, more than anything, I think I was wrong. Hunting horn kind of stays locked in place, but you can just, like, change where you're aiming. I was wrong. It's still there, but if you're in focus mode, you don't have to go backwards. Or you don't go as backwards. See that? You can go backwards. Where's the option for single player? If you go to set quests and you set maximum players 1, you'll be in single player. Recital attack when you play the song. Oh, like the full encore backwards? Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. They probably got rid of it because it's now like wherever you focus your attack, they don't want you to have to worry about positioning your attack, which is like, it is dumbing down the game a little bit. For sure, it's dumbing down the game. Gonna go to sleep. I got a doctor's appointment tomorrow, so I might go to sleep soon too. Overworking. Maybe I'll just go now. It's not a bad idea. It's 2 a.m. Doctor's appointment is in like 12 hours. Less. Ask for a prostate exam. It's my stomach that hurts. They don't have to check my prostate. I like the menus better than Rise, only because it lets me do things that are otherwise impossible. All right. I'm going to leave. Everyone have a good night. I'll be back tomorrow. Probably after my doctor's appointment. And yes, I want to hunt with all of you. Condor, Amatsu, everyone else. We will do duo hunts all tomorrow. I know. I'm sorry. Overworking. I know. I'm not testing Xbox. I am not. We're sticking with this game. All right, I'm leaving. Goodbye. I love you. Goodbye.